everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone is having a great day. Well, today, as you can see, we are going to start the poppies and the butterfly. That's what I'm calling it. It didn't really have a name. If it did, I don't remember it. So, the color that I'm using is 3801. I just pulled up. It has its own skein, so yeah. So what's everybody up to? Are y'all having a good week? We are at Wednesday already. Outrageous, is it not? Holy cow. I can't believe it. I mean, it feels like it was just Monday. Yeah. I'll be glad when today is over. We got an order coming in, but it's not too big, so not real worried at all. Oh my goodness. Fun times, huh? Holy cow. Yeah, I was a little tired last night when I got home. Well, not too tired. I made stir fry with pork in it. Just because pork was easier than beef at this point, or at that point. So it didn't turn out too bad. I just kind of winged it together there. But, yeah. So I had that before I went to bed last night. I was starving. And I needed something of substance. Oh my goodness. Yesterday, what did I stitch on? I stitched on something before I went to work. I'll be danged. I can't remember. Oh, that flower bouquet that's supposed to be stained glass and doesn't look like stained glass. Yeah, I probably stitched for a whole 45 minutes before I went to work, and yeah, that was about all I got done. What can I say? Some days. And it's an 11 count, so yeah, it was a lot easier on the fingers. Some days I just gotta let my hands heal before I start in, or it's like a painful venture throughout. So, doesn't feel too bad today, so I'm just gonna go for this 14 count again. Yeah, but I thought this might be easier to stitch. Oh, I know what else I stitched on. I stitched on the tiger. You know, the 14 count tiger. Yeah. And then I swapped it out for that bouquet of flowers or whatever. You know, I don't know even what it's called. But yeah. Did get the stir fry a bit hot. I put some of those, you know, the crushed peppers like you put on the pizza, you know, you get it at the Hut thing, you know. But I have a whole canister of it because I go through it pretty rapidly. So I put some of that in there with the pork, you know, and cooked and cooked. And the sauce that I got, I didn't realize that it was supposed to be hot and spicy. Yeah. It was hot and spicy Szechuan sauce of some kind. So I had to doctor it up because I like it a little sweeter. It tasted a little bit too much like hoisin sauce to me. So, oh God, my eyes itch. The wind blew all day yesterday. And today we're supposed to have rain and snow. So, yeah. Fun times, huh? Yeah, we'll see. But when I looked it up, earlier in the week, I was talking to my daughter about it, and it said accumulation less than an inch. So I'm sure if the wind blows as hard as it did yesterday, that we won't get any, you know, kind of big total of snow in. So I'm thrilled for that. So just carry on and do whatever it is you're going to do, right? I like this material. It's nice and thin. Very thin. Compared to some of them others that I've been stitching on that were kind of heavyweight. But other than that, let me turn this just a bit. It'll be a lot easier. That is, if I can get the stupid needle to get in there. Oh, that's attractive. Well, then we'll just do it this way. I wanted a half cross stitch all the way down so I could turn around and come back and end up over there, because there's some over there. So no grand plans for the week, or the weekend, I should say. Nothing too terribly exciting. I don't know that my daughter and I will or won't diamond paint tomorrow. I think she had something she had to do on Thursday, but I could be wrong. Okay, now I'm switching it around again. So sometimes she's available and sometimes not so much. This red is almost the same color as that solid red. I don't know that you can even see that solid red that's right next to it. Yeah. But we'll see how this goes. I'm not real sure here. And it's not, well, it's a 50 by 50 full coverage. So I guess, yeah, it's fair size. We'll call it medium size for the things that I do. I was trying to work on that tiger so I could do his eyes, but I don't know if I'm going to get it accomplished. I started with the 310 black, trying to figure out where it was at on the tiger, and I haven't found that part yet. I was just getting into it when I'd had to go to work. Yeah. So, and last night it wasn't happening for me, not at all. Oh, pooey. So I hope I can see these red ones after I get this red thread in there. Wonder what color that red is. Let's see. I know, these are the stupid things that go through my brain. Hang on. We gotta look. That solid red is 666 red, so there's not too much of a difference between the two. I think it's this one right here, so not too much of a change. So if, whoops, we can only use one needle at a time, Laura. Hello. Oh my goodness. So I'll see how that goes. I may have to put the other color in and around it. I'm watching Bridgerton again. Or what was that? The 5th time through, maybe 6th. Jeez. But I can put it on. It's in English. I don't have to read subtitles, and I really don't need to know what's going on because I already know what's going on. And I recognize all the voices, so, whoops, I forgot to cut my stupid tail off. So, yeah, here we are. Sometimes I just got to put something on. I'll put Grey's Anatomy on and just let it run, because I've seen that through. God, I can't even count on two hands how many times I've seen that through. And I know where they're at. I know the patient synopsis and all that, so yeah. It's pretty sad when you just put it on. And I can't listen to an audiobook and stitch because, you know, I just can't think and try to imagine, you know, what's going on in the book while I'm stitching. It never did work. So, some days. I got my little red poppy thing, or I don't know if it's a poppy, I guess it's a peony, right? Especially with all that stuff in the middle. But it sure is pretty. Come on, thread. Get a life. Time to stitch. And it wasn't too busy last night at work. We had a little 8 o'clock-ish rush, but it got over pretty quick. And, oh, come on. Don't do this to me. I'll just tuck in. Yeah, so, and that was about as busy as it was all night. Just people here, there, sporadic. No rhyme or reason, like everybody was getting off 5 o'clock, you know, and showed up there or anything. Nothing, no rhyme. People coming from here, there, and everywhere. So, and there's not really a draw. It's not like it's time for, what do you call it, ski season or anything like that. We don't have that kind of snow yet. I don't know if they'll open. Usually, used to be that the ski resorts would open Christmas, like Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So I don't know what they do up here. We lived in a totally different part of Colorado where there was skiing and stuff. So some of them made their own snow, and others they had already gotten snow, you know, like Vail or whatever. So yeah, it's kind of bizarre. So I just let them handle it, because I got no desire to go skiing ever again. Nope, not happening for this girl. Talk about a klutz. Nope, I'd break every bone in my body. I never liked it in the first place. Being out in the cold, falling down, not even learning how to ski. Oh yeah, it was awesome. It's right up there with ice skating. Don't like that either. I don't like to be out in the cold for long periods of time. My kids, oh, they absolutely loved it. They skied, they snowboarded. Yeah, now, no, you couldn't get any of them on a ski slope. Not at all. So, yeah, it was all lost on us. First off, it's a rich man's sport, but we had a small little resort real close to us, and we would go there because they had, you know, the big, what do you call them, slopes, you know, for people that were really skilled. But I mean, it was on a real small par, not like Vail or Aspen, you know, where the big ski places are. So that's, you know, we never progressed from the bunny hill. But that would be me. My children, I don't even want to know horror stories about where they've been. So, yeah, nope. No, my daughter and my son-in-law used to work for Copper Mountain which is a big ski resort. And he worked in maintenance, and she took, or not took tickets, but, you know, checked people's ski passes and sold tickets for people to go skiing right there, you know, at the entrance and everything. Coldest job she said she ever had. And she was wearing coveralls and everything else. And they had her flagging, and this was back pre-children. Yeah. No, we're not so much about all that crap anymore. My son-in-law kept the vehicles all running so that, I mean, their vehicles all running so they could all get to work and leave at about 5 o'clock in the morning and not get home until, God, 6, 7, 8 o'clock, depending on what the weather was like, because they'd have to come from where Copper Mountain is to their house-ish to here, let's say, is like 60 plus miles that they were driving to and from every day. So yeah, no, they're not about that anymore. My my son-in-law finally got a job here in town working for the county, so they're happy about that. So. And my daughter with her bad back will not be skiing again, not ever. But they had their fun, so. And none of my grandkids, well, my grandson, they go with school. So that's about as skiing as he gets. I mean, they don't make a point of going to a ski resort on the weekend or anything like that. So that ain't happening. My oldest granddaughter works for a ski resort, and in the summertime they do the people that run, well, she works for the restaurant connected with the ski resort. So in the summertime they don't have any like gondolas or anything for people to go on, but they do have that restaurant, and they do catering for, like, say, weddings or whatever, because people will rent out that little, it's not a big restaurant. I mean, we probably had 50 people in there comfortably, so, you know, it wasn't a big place, but people do, really? Stay over there. Rent that out, you know, during the summer for, like, family reunions or weddings or graduation parties. That's where she had her graduation party. So, and they had really good food, so it was quite nice. But that's just, I don't know that she does or she doesn't ski. They'd much rather ride around in the snowmobiles than do anything else. They're just not all into skiing anymore. Oh my gosh, really? Holy cow. That was a bad corner. You didn't see that. We're just going to stitch right over the top of it. Yep. Not going to talk about it. Yeah. Whoops. Let's try not to stitch the solid red ones. I thought I'd pick the one with the white dot only because I could see it really well. Oh my goodness. So maybe I'll work on this weekend and see if I can get like a couple of the flowers actually done. They don't seem to be too, what is the word? Confettied, you know. There's like rivers of color, so we'll see how it all works out. And I'd like to work a little bit on my 12 Days of Christmas. I didn't get much done on it. It was like change color every 5 seconds, so yeah, I kind of put that down for a minute. Let it think about it for a while, because, yeah, I was not about that. And besides that, my hand hurt this past weekend. So, I had jabbed it just once too often. I could barely move my finger. You're just going to go right there. So, anybody got any plans for this weekend? Going anywhere exciting or doing anything where you're at? It's at an odd time of year around here. It just seems like there's not a whole bunch going on. So, there's no events that I know of that I can think of. They just had art in the park, but I didn't find out about it until late, so I didn't go to that. And that wind is still blowing. Yeah, it just blew dust and dirt everywhere yesterday. I felt like my eyes were kind of on fire from all that. So every time you went out to go change the trash or do something outside, it was blowing so hard you could barely stand up. Oh, we got just a little bit of thread. We're just going to go right there. Instead of stopping and starting. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Did work on a little bit on Moulin Rouge by Long Dog. I finally found my, what do you call it? My hoop stand thing. So, yeah. I got that on there and I put maybe 25 stitches in it and then I had to go to work. That was on Monday. Yeah. I'm telling you, as soon as I get set down, there's always something I think I've got to go do. All right. Well, we got that color for that one. Oh, there's one right there. Oh, well, it'll just have to stay there until whenever. I'm going to put that right over there so I can keep that needle. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and please hit the bell. That way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe. Stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.